What's going on YouTube? It's the Jack Crypto Guy, and I want to bring you a very time-sensitive update with the market. Now, obviously, we have massive liquidations going on in the market, and seemingly that nothing really makes sense because if you pay attention to the gold charts, the stock indexes, and everything across the board, they're all rallying, and we see that nothing really is going on with crypto other than just kind of like downward momentum. And in my opinion, I think that we're in a very pivotal time because obviously the high time frames look extremely horrible. And I think that a lot of the confidence in investors are kind of just like dwindling and just decreasing over time. But there's something that we cannot ignore, which is Q4 is typically the best time to be in the market. And September historically has always been sort of the worst turning point because it's the end of the third quarter. It's just like usually just a really bad downturn before all of the bullish momentum. So I'm not particularly worried when it comes to the price action, but I do think that there is a lot of caution because when you look at the high time frames across the board, things do look pretty bearish. But I think that this is all by design and nothing really has been natural when it comes to this cycle. There's just been a lot of, frankly, manipulation when it comes to the charts, and the big boys know this and they know how to trick retail into selling or just thinking that this time it's either different or it's just over. So I wouldn't really be too cautious unless I'm in very speculative altcoins. Now, something to really take note when it comes to altcoins is Aster. Aster is a stamped approval from CZ himself, which is a competitor, if you will, to Hyperliquid. Now, Hyperliquid has been the darling of this cycle. It's been super popular. It's done every single thing right when it comes to launching, giving a lot of its tokens to the early investors and adopters and people that were using the actual application. So when it comes to Aster, there's a lot of really strong bullish momentum coming for this, and I think that it's just going to continue to outperform. You have CZ bull posting every single day seemingly about how good this is, and it has pretty much the power of Binance behind it. And if those of you that don't know, Binance is the main driver when it comes to market making these crypto markets. They have the most money, power. They're essentially not even a US-based crypto exchange. So they're not really, they don't have the same regulations yet that we do, and they can just kind of do whatever they want. So I think that with all of the incentives that Aster is trying to, push on to their people that use the platform or just in general, I think that it's just going to go massively to the upside. So if you're someone that does speculate into altcoins, I would highly suggest looking into that. Obviously not financial advice. And so what I think is going to basically happen is I do think that there could be some short-term down action, but I think in the good scenario, I do think that Q4 does look pretty bullish. I wouldn't be too concerned unless Bitcoin goes around like 92K at this point. And if we have 2 consecutive weekly closings below that, that's where I would probably cut my positions and just, if I'm not already hedged to the downside, which a lot of y'all should be, I would very strongly caution you guys to, prepare for that scenario, because the last thing you want to do is be stuck holding the bags while, crypto just goes down. And I don't think that this bear market is going to be nearly as bad when it comes to like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, anything that has a spot ETF or treasuries. I don't think that those cryptos are going to go down as bad. However, I do think that, if you're still in like meme coins or really speculative altcoins that don't really have the attention, those are going to plummet like crazy. So just a word of caution, and just wanted to bring you a time-sensitive update with what I think is going on in the market. And yeah, hope you guys have a great day. Continue to ask me your questions, subscribe, smash the like button. I'll see y'all soon.